Blueberry, huh? So I got a new Pixel 9a, and unlike my Moto Razr, which just took a serious fall and pretty much destroyed itself from 3 feet off the ground, I resolved not to let the same fate befall my new Pixel. So, to that end, I purchased a case for the Pixel 9a. This is a Spigen Nano Pop case for the Pixel 9a, which also comes with MagFit. So, like all those cool kid iPhone users, I can magnetically attach stuff to my case. By the way, I'm Unboxer of Worlds. Feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to. That'd be pretty awesome. So I didn't do a lot of research. I just kind of looked for a case I thought looked cool from a company I'd at least have heard of before, like Spigen. And I'll tell you, this Nano Pop, with its really unique blueberry finish with this, this bold yellow accent here, visually it appealed to me. And the fact that it was MagSafe, I've never had a MagSafe case before. So I was very curious to try it. So I like how it's this yellow interior. The back feels kind of soft. It feels a little more rigid around the camera enclosure. You got what I can only assume is the Spigen insignia, maybe. There it is, Spigen logo. And it's got kind of a textured finish on the bottom half of the sides. So it's nice and grippy, and hopefully I won't be breaking my phone while it's in this thing. You got all the necessary cutouts, place for your, to manipulate your buttons, and of course that MagSafe feature right in the middle. And it feels rigid enough, but still flexible enough. It actually feels pretty nice in the hand, but let's see how it feels in the phone, or how the phone feels in the case. So it goes in really easy. You can see how nicely the yellow portion frames the camera bump. And I do like that it's kind of, the case is kind of raised around the camera bump, so I'll feel a lot safer when I put it flat down like that, knowing it's not going to scratch up those cameras, hopefully. Because contrary to what every other Pixel 9a review has said, these cameras are not truly flush with the case, or rather with the back of the phone. There is the tiniest lift, the tiniest. So it is raised a little out of the back of the Pixel. You won't notice it, like the phone doesn't wobble or anything when you put it down, but it is there. So anyone who's saying it's totally flush, and there's a bunch of reviewers saying that, it's not totally flush. And I did notice, it may be a little hard to see, but this MagSafe or whatever this is imprint here, it does kind of leave a temporary shadow of itself when the phone has been in the case for a little while. It seems to have wiped right off though. All right, so there it is, the Pixel 9a in the Spigen Nano Pop case with that pop of yellow color and this blueberry finish. And if you're not digging the yellow blueberry juxtaposition here, they also have one, I believe that's gray and black. Also looks nice. I like gray and black. I almost got that one, but you know what? I wanted to be different. If I had my way, I would have gotten the purple Pixel 9a. But when I went to T-Mobile, this is the only color they had in stock. It feels like this is practically the only phone they had in stock, because I asked them about 4 other less expensive phones before this one, and they were all out of stock. And eventually got this one, and I'm happy with this one because I had a Pixel before, and I'm happy to return to that ecosystem. But anyway, so there it is, the Spigen Nano Pop case for the Pixel 9a in blueberry. Really cool color. I love the way it looks. I think it's got a lot of personality. That it looks almost black probably, but it really is like a bluish hue. It's a dark bluish hue. I dig it. I love the yellow. It's a nice pop, just like the title says, the Nano Pop. And it feels great in the hand. By the way, I'm filming this on my wife's iPhone, since I obviously can't get the Pixel to film itself, unless I had some awkward arrangement of mirrors, but we're not going there. long story short, I enjoy the case. I think it feels great. It feels soft, soft enough, yet sturdy. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it. Also, it's got a little bit of a raised side when you have it in the case, which will hopefully protect the screen, so long as you don't put it down like that. But it should protect the screen if you have it face down. So it is MagSafe. I don't really have any MagSafe accessories. The only thing I was able to test with it was my wife in her car. She has like a magnetic phone mount. And that worked like a charm. I was like really impressed by how sturdy that magnet is. And I got to say, I'm very curious to dive into that MagSafe ecosystem, because when you have a case like this, you don't have to have an iPhone for that. You can get all kinds of stuff here. And since I intend to use this Pixel 9a for most of my videos in the near future, I would love to get one of those camera grips that maybe magsafely, I don't know, savicantly, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. But there's one camera case I think that goes on there, probably by MagSafe, or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I'm 10 minutes into a simple case review, so I can tell I'm rambling. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on social media, and help spread my message of unboxing cool stuff across the world. I'll catch you later. Blueberry.